But this should be a good, solid matchup right here. Both girls coming in hard with their hand fight, feeling each other out. They both are pretty patient wrestlers, so first period folk style definitely could, I say, go zero, like scoreless, and then they start to work. I don't actually remember the last time I watched Raegan Snider wrestle folk style, aside from the state tournament. It was probably the last time.
Yeah, as you mentioned that, Snider, a third-place finisher, 155 pounds last year at the PIAA Girls State Championships.
That was a pretty loaded bracket, too.
Good bracket there down in Hershey. As you mentioned, all just a freshman. So this will be her first opportunity to compete in the state tournament at the high school level this year. Alt in the green singlet, while Snider in the black. Snider getting to the 2-on-1. So you see Alt posting in the ear, neck area with her left hand, but kind of stepping in there for a moment was Snider.
We clear out, back to neutral. Even just the hand fight between these two is very high level, very impressive. Like I said, Alt is pretty young, but she's well beyond her years when it comes to her wrestling IQ. Raegan Snider, she's always been a heavy hitter. I know she likes to go big, so I expect nothing less.
Yeah, kind of as you predicted, these two ladies picking their spots here. As they're just kind of feeling each other out here in this first period as we go down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, I also think it's really interesting to see the development of Juliet Alt. You know, when I first met her, she was, you know, she's like a little kid. She was way heavier. You know, you see she won the Trinity Award at 185 and was 12 years old. Like, you know, she's grown up and kind of like matured a little bit, both in wrestling and just as a person. And I think she's really started to figure out like this new weight and how to wrestle at this weight. And it's really working out for her. She took 4th place at Super 32, like you said before, 4th place at the trials for U15, and it's just super impressive. We have Snider locking up a cradle here off the whistle.
See if she's able to adjust her lock. Not particularly ideal. If she's able to get that elbow in the crook of the knee, be more ideal. Alt trying to keep that 4-point post.
Both wrestlers look super comfortable here. Raegan's starting to circle, starting to get Alt flat. She's got to keep her in, though.
Yeah, battling the line now is Snider. Alt in a lot better position over towards that out of bounds. See if Snider's able to circle her towards.
It looks like they might go back in bounds.
This is where college out of bounds rules make this so much more interesting. Snider trying to bring her back in. Alt really trying to get herself out of bounds. Snider able to get her to the hip though and bring her back in. Getting close to near fall criteria. Alt still trying to fight it off, but Snider's going to take her over. Official counting back points now. He's holding 4 near fall.
I think if Raegan can get her hips back on top, she might be able to secure the fall. That cradle doesn't look like the lock is slipping. I can't really tell.
Yeah, it's sort of an awkward positioning here of Snider's body.
Oh,
but
lock is broke.
Still kind of holding her there, though. See if Alt's able to find her way back to her belly as she's wrestling into her.
We have less than 30 seconds left on the clock. Alt did a great job defending that cradle. Raegan's still putting on a good ride on top.
It is 4 near fall there for Snider.
Head now.
Gonna have a locked hands call here on Snider. They're gonna let them wrestle the position out. If they go out of bounds, be 1 point awarded on the penalty for locked hands to
We didn't
Alt.
see an escape there.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised head was cleared.
Yeah, I think it could have been.
They were in an over-under. I'm not really sure why. I believe it should be 4-2, but that's not my call.
I believe the official, his reasoning where they went out of bounds before she like entirely cleared. Kind of give and take there. Could have went either way.
That wraps up the second period. Snider with the lead 4-1.
Somewhere where my mind goes here, Snider with that cradle locked for a long time in that period, probably a good minute and a half. That can torch your grip, kind of wear you out quite a bit, pinching and gripping and squeezing that long. So see if that kind of took a little bit out of her. She goes down to start the third. Alt has her work cut out for her, trailing by 3.
Alt with the bar, looking to go bar in half here.
Got to be careful the positioning of that bar, not to get stopped for potentially dangerous. The official watching.
She's doing a good job trying to get that angle to run Snider over. Snider's doing a good job circling into her. Looks like we're going to get some back points here.
Wow, that is a tight bar.
Even if she doesn't get the fall, that puts her in the lead 5-4, I believe.
Yeah, official holding for near fall.
Snider's a little funky here, though. I would have to say she could step over and get a reversal if Alt doesn't really secure that bar.
And that is not a comfortable position there for Snider. His chin.
I don't even really understand how she
pushed to her chest. We're going to have an injury time here. Oh. Trainer's going to go out and check on Snider here. I believe she might have been getting choked out. Her air compressed as her chin was getting tucked to her chest.
She was most definitely out cold there.
Yeah, they're checking in on her, making sure she's okay.
She's awake now.
Hear the round of applause as Snider kind of sits up, still checking her out though, making sure she's okay as she catches her breath.
And they're going to call it.
Can't really blame